Hey everyone, it's Ashlena. Happy Aurora Tuesdays. I cannot go another day of not watching this little 30-minute documentary on Runaway because, guys, if you don't know my Aurora journey, okay, someone asked me to react to Aurora for the first time, and I believe she was probably one of the first people that I did a full album reaction to without even knowing a single song. And then I got to Runaway and I was like, oh, I know this song. Huh, interesting. Runaway and that era, like her first album, will always be my favorite Aurora album. I just think Running with the Wolves and Runaway, they're like two of my favorite songs from her of all time. Don't get me wrong, there are others like Dreams. But I just think this is so special that she did this little video and I really want to watch it. So happy Aurora Tuesdays. Don't forget, I have Aurora Tuesdays cups, which are so cute. So go check out my fourth wall link in the description below. And let's watch this masterpiece because we all know it's going to be a masterpiece.
I was listening to the ocean.
Is this like how the song started?
I saw a face in the sand, but when I picked it up,
Like simple piano notes.
from my hand. Da, 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 da. Dream I was 7, climbing my way a tree. I wrote it in front of these very waters, which you can hear, because I wrote it early in the year, and I remember feeling, I love when the fjord is like this, completely like quiet, like almost apocalyptic, like there's no people there. And the water has no ripples because there's no wind, no proof that anything exists. And everything is quiet and absolutely silent. And I was enjoying a day like that to myself. A lovely afternoon as a child.
So young,
and everyone
too.
was not home, which I loved when I was alone in the house. And the silence was just so good. And that's where the kind of verse came out from. Because it sounds to me like how silence sounds like, you know?
Yep.
I was in the ocean. So yeah, it was right here.
That's so crazy.
Looking out on this little rascal. And I'd been learning about poems and poetry and rhymes, like in first grade when I was 6. So in my education, I had already gone 5 years thinking about this.
Hallo alle sammen. Hei, hei. Hallo. Nei, så fin du var. Kunne gå det med alle dere? Hei. Hallo. Hei. Jeg gleder meg sånn til å høre, om jeg får lov til å høre på. Går det bra? Yes.
I'm gonna die. Their little voices. I'm gonna cry.
I was, dreaming about being a child and freedom of climbing a tree, which is the absolute best if you know how that feels like. And if you didn't when you were a child, then go to a tree right now. You're grown up, lazy piece of ass, and climbed that tree. I fell from a tree when I was around that age, and it knocked the air out of my lungs.
Oh shit.
And I was really scared. And that's what that line is in the verse is about, to be afraid of dying when you're a really young child. And how strange that is.
Aurora, how you doing? Lovely to see you.
Oh,
It's been so long.
how are you?
Bloody good. Bloody good for the second time.
We're so old now.
I know.
We're so old
You're
now.
so old now as well.
Thank you. Now
Right.
we're two dusty old cunts, both of us.
Exactly.
And
Guys.
you're so welcome to Norway also.
I love how she speaks. We're two dusty old cunts.
Well, now we're on our way to Fløyen. It's a mountain in Bergen, one of many. And we are revisiting the location of my first music video ever. And that is also the music video for Runaway.
What we're looking out onto.
Best city in the world. Bergen. Yeah, and I live there now. Little old me. When we did the video, I still lived with my parents because I was super small.
You were so little.
So this is one of the places, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where we did the running.
Right there.
Right there. It is a small little path here with the moss, which we couldn't see then, obviously.
Nope.
It was so snowy then. Now there's only a smidge of snow. A smidge.
Very Scottish.
Thought you would like it.
So this is it here. I think it was this part here, Aurora, where you ran through here. And we shot you from the side.
Yeah.
I love the Scottish accent.
It's the part of the song where I was running far away. It was here. Very key part of the song.
And I was running far away. Would I run off the wall someday? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
But you wrote this when you were 11?
It started, yes, when I was 11.
Okay.
But then, because I'm very into wordless singing, as you hear a lot in my music, that there's a lot of like, oh, eh, oh, ah, oh, eh, oh, ah. There's a lot of non-worded music. So Runaway used to be just, yo, oh, ah, yeah, oh, yo, 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 yo. And it was only that, which, you know, so I added the words around when you asked me before that when you hear some songs, and I was like, then, so I wrote it finished because of you.
For my writing session, I just wanted to hear what she had written before. So I put a keyboard in front of her and
How crazy is it that they've known each other
a
that
vocal
long?
mic, and just basically asked her to play a couple of songs. And that Runaway really stood out to me, so I asked, can we
Work with
work
this one?
with this one?
Yeah.
And just help her like rearrange a couple of things.
Because the way it was very like long, didn't really have a chorus.
I'm gonna
So
make
long,
this
so
bigger
boring.
for you to watch.
It just lasted like a long sausage
Yeah,
of
and
darkness.
yeah, and we need. I'm a bit more into like pop music, so I said we need a chorus for this. You already have it. We just need to like
Repeat the line
repeat this.
3 times.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you remember
Yeah.
that we sang it live a bit, and I was like, we need something more like screaming. So all the oh came from us singing the song live and
Yeah.
learning that we needed more energy
So everything just happened
at the same time.
at the same time, and like she said, that was a good thing. But like, okay, that middle eight doesn't work.
It didn't work, so we need more like.
Yeah, we need something else.
Yeah, we kind of got
air.
the dynamics from playing it live.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you both sing at the last chorus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You remember?
yeah, I remember.
And you sing in the beginning as well, I think.
Yeah.
Magnus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
So it's Magnus's
I just
voice
lost
that
my
you hear
voice.
in the very intro of the
His
song.
voice is
'Cause
so
he could
beautiful.
Yeah,
Go
with
so
you. Yeah,
with
of
me,
course.
but I couldn't get so deep because we have a very good bass, which you always have to do when we played live. The bass, and you did all the high ones because you have a very good
Quiet.
tenor.
Yeah.
Tenor, yeah.
I think from going from writing so much on my own, adding a lot of sound felt early very overwhelming. And I was like, I really want to keep the vulnerable, like, so it was also because it was scary to add too much, because I wanted it to feel like when I wrote at home.
Basically vocals, and then there is some bass,
And some,
and
like-
then in the chorus there's the CS80, the,
Yeah.
the
I love arpeggios.
Yeah,
There's a lot of pitch. And also in the
Arpeggio.
bass, like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Like the
bum,
half tempo.
Because then I didn't really like when the bass laid. because that also felt like so filling.
Yeah, it's like choking.
So I was like, I like more the yeah.
Like Edvard Grieg.
Yes, I really wanted to have room for the voices first and find like an arrangement for all the harmonies to be around, and then we did the ooh, the high choir parts around the choruses, and then eventually you guys doing the triumphant calls by the end, which I think are so beautiful.
And the fun thing is that, like, if you listen to the start of Runaway, it's not in pitch. It kind of rises.
Yeah, it's below.
Like it starts a bit
love
low,
that.
and then it kind of just magically goes into pitch in the chorus.
That would never happen today because with auto-tune and everything.
Yeah.
But we didn't use any of it then.
The harmonies and the ad-libs in this. That.
Guys, it's here. There.
I think you're right.
Do you see it?
Definitely it.
The bendy tree. The bendy guy. Such great personality. He's in the video all the time. I was over here. Whoop. Or was I
No, I think you're there. I think that's right.
here, right?
Yep.
And I was practically naked. Really cold.
It was really cold, I bet.
Love and I can't complain. No, take me home where I belong.
Her hair was
And
so
I
pretty.
remember being
Her hair
very
is
like,
still so
stubborn
pretty.
about keeping the camera just rolling. Because I'm Norwegian and I can handle the cold.
We were wrapped up in like all sorts of clothes and you were in nothing.
And I was in nothing. And my toes fell off. So it was really intense. And also, weirdly, it was such a cold day. And when the wind slapped us in our faces, you could cry. 'Cause it was so cold. But because we were in here, also protected and muffled by the trees and the snow, so it's cool that I felt quite like sheltered by the spot you picked.
Oh my god, no one could pay me enough money to make a music video in the winter.
Obviously it gets dark fast in the winter in Norway. So it was not the worst, but I remember being
all of that
very
snow.
kind of in awe and in fear for how much physical trials I'll have to go through.
So cute.
And I did, because I want to film things outside so much.
She can't run through
Which
it.
comes with a lot of physical pain sometimes. But I was really, really excited, because I know that people don't really know anything about sound. They have a visual education more than audio. So I was really excited to learn that we can
And I'm more of an audio
make
person than a
videos
visual
and
person.
teach people how to feel the music. So
I love
it's
that.
really nice. And it's a perfect place for Runaway. Obviously with the years I've turned into more of an activist, because that's severely necessary in the voices in the world to use it correctly nowadays. But it's like a really soft form of activism, just talking about respecting nature because we love it, and then using nature in the videos, and then just show people how beautiful it is. It feels very long. And it is very long. It's like over a third of my life. 10 years ago. And since then my sister have had 2 children. So many people have died as well, and been born. How much everything has been affected by. And the world, everything that's happened in the world out there. All the political movements that took us way too long to get to. It's really weird when you are forced to look kind of back at the last 10 years for some reason, like this. But it's really strange. But I like life as it is now. But it's
That makes
very
me happy
different.
to hear.
It's not the same at all.
Such a simple song, but yet one of the most beautiful songs.
Well, 10 years ago, we filmed a bit of the scenes from Runaway, the video, here. And I guess it sounds not too fantastical when you say, we can film some in my backyard, in my house, but we have a very big backyard.
For a moment I thought
That's
you
so
were
crazy that that's her backyard. Look at that view.
Yeah, it's very cool. So we are very close to civilization,
Wow.
even though you don't think we are. But yeah, here we stood,
That's gorgeous.
and it's so nice.
I
to
did not think that was her
know
backyard,
in the
like
video
literal.
that a bit of home is in it.
Look at this place. It's magical.
That's why I added words to my mumbling part at the age of 16, because I was like, oh, I want to explain it more. The haste in the escapism, I guess, which is the thing that makes you long home. Because when you're sad, you tend to escapism that may hurt you a bit. And that's what makes you long home the most. Every experience becomes more beautiful to me if I ask the people I love to join in on it. And Miranda, I don't like people touching my face and my hair. It's maybe because
Same.
I'm neurodivergent, but I don't like it.
I hate
And
when people touch
Miranda is the only woman in
my
the world
face.
that, unless I'm having intercourse, of course, but in like a normal day life, she's the only person I allow touching my face, because I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
And it
It's
really
so
helps
funny.
me that she can do my makeup, because I blush a lot. And she helps me hide it for you guys. Look at this crown.
Oh, really nice. Cool.
Oh,
Isn't
that's
it
so cool.
wonderful?
Yeah,
You don't need anything if you have a hat like this.
True.
Oh,
That's so cool.
I should wear it every day, but it's...
What show was that for?
Hmm?
Is it been for a show already?
Have you seen me perform?
Yeah.
I dance like a wild cat.
Yeah.
Cannot wear a
Take out
hat.
your eyes.
Yeah, cats hate hats. So do I. But this is good for
Pictures?
when you want
Just
to go
being
to
at home.
lunch.
When you want to go to
Or
lunch.
something.
That's hilarious.
So all of these are just clothes I've used throughout my career. Except for this, which was my mother's wedding dress.
Purple?
But yes, you can see
You do you, girl.
one of the things I wore for Runaway, I think, because it got so cold eventually. I put this on, and I had it on this way. Because it made me feel like a polar bear a bit. And oh, I love polar bears. They're just the best.
She's literally
So
like an
I-
old lady
I
with
wore
like
this
a very
the wrong
young
way
spirit.
around.
And I love that
It's
so
supposed
much.
to be this way, but why the hell would you do that when you can wear it this way?
True.
So we did that, and it was very good because I, for the first time, felt warm during that shoot. And I have misplaced the blue Runaway outfit because I do tend to misplace things. It's not the first, and it won't be the last.
It must have been like near the release because I woke up, my phone was like a bunch of incoming messages, and everybody's like, "This is crazy, this is insane," and someone has tweeted about the song on Twitter, named Katy Perry, and she had what did she write about the song?
It's fluttering.
My
Her
heart is
heart fluttered.
yeah. Now it's out there. It's out of
Wow,
our
I didn't
control.
know Katy
And
Perry
why I'm also so
shared
protective
that.
of the soul of the songs, because the soul is always so important, and I feel like the mother of the souls of the songs. And whenever a song is released, and I still feel like that, feel like I have to give my children away.
I got no other place to go. No
Runaway has changed a lot of its meaning. And it's wonderful when you realize that the beauty in, like, because when you release a song, it's like putting it in a time capsule. It's untouchable, and you can only open it up and see what you put in there. You can't really undo what you put in the time capsule. It's like it hasn't really changed, but you have changed around it. That's how it feels to me. And then I get very moved that Runaway has been a gift to me sometimes, even though I've sung it so many bloody times that it's unbelievable to me that I still feel something when I sing
love
it.
that.
But I do, because when I do it live, it's not about me anymore. It's about the people, and that's so easy to find joy in, because it's so strong. It's
Such
a wave
good
of emotion
person.
that washes you and bathes you every night, and it's wonderful. I think it happened for the first time when fans or people sang the song back to me, with me, continued after I stopped. I think it was in Warsaw, in Poland. Dziękuję. Which was beautiful. Sometimes the song has been very for me, sometimes not for me at all. But it remains as enjoyable, either way.
Is so amazing.
And especially the last world tour, the last 1.5 years, it's
Getting
changed
chills.
immensely, especially because I was a child when I wrote it, and then thinking about especially children all over the world that for no reason at all have lost their homes just because people are so greedy. And we can't stop being greedy.
Nope.
And we don't. I think we're incapable of seeing the grief we put other people through, as long as they're far away and in the way of what people want. And it's such an unfathomable side of humankind I can't even pin into, because that takes me like a week to like tap into why and how people can be like that. But the last year has been very impactful on us all, because we've seen so many things, so much heartbreak up and close. And it's changed very much the way we all sing the song, and the people in the crowd. I can see the difference when they sing it for themselves or someone else. Because when you sing it for someone else, it's completely pure. And it makes the room electric. And it's the most magical thing and sad thing. But yeah, so now every day we sing it for the children in Congo and Sudan and Palestine and Ukraine and so many more places.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I don't know if you can see her, but this is Jan. And Runaway has been with me since middle school. In middle school, I definitely wanted a place to belong and home, because that was just a time where I felt out of place. And it's a really special song and a really special album, because that was the first time I ever found Aurora. And just, Aurora, you create absolutely magical work. It's created a real light in my life, so I really just wanted to thank you for that. And thank you for Runaway. Oh my gosh.
Hi, wonderful human being. My parents got divorced when I was a little child, so because of that I had like 2 homes, but it was so hard to feel at home. For a long time I was really homesick for a place that didn't even existed, always on the run, searching for something that wasn't even there in the physical world. When I heard Runaway many years ago, I felt so at peace. Runaway reminds me that my home exists inside of my heart and I carry it with me wherever I go. That was my personal story to this piece of wonder. Thank you, Aurora, for doing this. Have a great time. Bye.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Hi Aurora, my name is Isael and I'm going to tell about Runaway and my life. It was 2016 and I was going to the college. I was on the bus and a guy sat next to me and he was listening some music. We started talking about female artists and about singers he admired, and there was Aurora. He introduced me to the song Runaway, and from then on it was love at the first sight. In the music and with him, we spent the whole trip talking about Aurora and about how music can change people's life. Runaway is about love, is about hope, is about life. It's about the fans, even sadness, but Runaway is about Aurora Asnes. He also gave me this draw half a years later and I keep safe in my closet. I like it. I hope you enjoy it too.
Hi Aurora, my name is Celia and I came here today to share a little bit what Runaway meant to me over this past few years of my life.
I wish I would have done this, but I couldn't handle her watching a video of me explaining Runaway.
For so many years now. I don't know when was the first time I got in touch with it, but when it actually really meant something to me, it's when in 2020, during the pandemic here, I got pregnant for the third time, and I already have 2 beautiful kids. And unfortunately, for very personal reasons, and mentally speaking and physically speaking, I made a decision I couldn't be a mother of 3. And at the time I was in a safe country that allowed me to make this choice. And it still was a very hard decision for me, coming from a country that is very conservative and doesn't allow women to make choices about their own bodies, and as well coming from a very religious family. So it was a very tough decision that I tried to face every day. But the day before the termination of my 3rd pregnancy, I decided to do a ritual with my husband. We're still together and we have a lovely family, and he supported me on my decision, so I never felt alone. But we made a ritual and we wrote a letter to this baby that we've never met, and Runaway was the song we chose that was always going to mean something very important to us. So over the years I've learned not to put sorrow on the father's place in my shelf, and Runaway always brings me back home and gives this baby a home that he deserves, perhaps not in this physical world, but somewhere in the spirits and the angels that protect me and my family. So your song really touched me and my family, and Runaway will always be with us and will always be on a very special place in our shelves, and Runaway will always have a home in our heart. So thank you very much. That's it. I love you, Aurora, and all your team. Thank you. Bye.
For me, the song reminds me of Runaway from my home country, because I immigrated to Norway in 2018 because of some conflicts in my home country, and I remember crying to the song when I listened to it for the first time. I just felt not alone, and I just kept running and for a soft place to fall, and I did fall to a soft place, and I'm in that soft place right now, and I love it, and everything's fine. But those times were difficult. I'd have to learn a new language, a new culture and everything was so overwhelming, and I loved listening to that song and feeling like I wasn't alone. So thank you for making your music, and thank you for sharing this opportunity to send a video about it. I hope you create more songs in the future. I hope you will. Thank you.
I can't even imagine
Beautiful thing. Oh my
people
god.
sending messages like that about music. Like,
Oh my god, that's so beautiful. That's why it's so weird to talk so much about how I feel after the song is out, because it's not up to me. It's their song now, and they make it more than I could ever have done on my own. People have this ability to appreciate art and become beautiful and see things in a more lighter way and in a more truer way, by the hand of music and art. That it's just, it says something about our soul and how capable we are into just shedding beauty and light upon everything and upon ourselves and each other, as long as we have something that is worthy to believe in, or something that reminds us to believe in ourselves. But yeah, it's people who make anything mean anything after I let go of the music I hold on to. So I'm glad you asked them, because they're the one who knows. All of them completely beautiful. What a bunch of warriors. Oh, and I love to cry a bit. That was really nice. Thank you. Take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore.
Nice. That was so freaking beautiful. Honestly, Runaway, it's so nice to hear the background story of it, where she wrote it, where she filmed it, all of that stuff. Like, I knew it was filmed in Norway, but I had no idea that was like her family's home's backyard. Like, I want to wake up to that view every day. God damn, that's beautiful. And just, I know the request came out for people to send in their videos of what Runaway means to you. And I was like, no. I don't think I could have dealt with that. The people that were chosen were the perfect decisions. But I have to say, I want to know how they're feeling after watching that, because I would be a mess knowing Aurora got a video message from me and explaining what Runaway meant to me, etc. I'd be a goddamn mess. So for all of you who sent Aurora a video, I'm sure she'll see them all eventually. Runaway is just such a special, beautiful song. It's so simplistic and it means so much to so many people. I think Runaway and just music in general is just how the world connects. And I feel like there's really nothing else in the world that connects people more than music. And, you know, music was definitely my first love. Love is a very difficult word for me. I don't love many things. I'm very thankful I have love in my life. But it's just the love of music is something that no one can ever take from you. It can't die, and sharing it is my favorite thing to do in the world. So that's why I do these videos. I love sharing music. I love sharing just anything to do with something or someone that I love in the music industry. And then for you guys to share it back. I just don't think you guys understand how much it warms my heart when I see song and band and artist recommendations in my comments. And it just makes me happy because you never know what song is going to be there for you when you need it the most. And I have a list of songs that were life-altering to me. I can't say Runaway was life-altering, but it is one of the most beautiful songs that I cannot get sick of. Like, I could listen to that song on repeat and never get sick of it. I could listen to Aurora's music and no other artist for the rest of my life and I would be content. You know what I mean? It just has that fun aspect, the sad aspect. There's just so many things she does with her music that is just phenomenal, and I can't wait for more music. But I'm really happy to sit in this What Happened with the Heart era because it's such a beautiful era, and it's going to be a memorable one for me because it's the first time I got to see her live, and I just can't wait to see her live again. And maybe one day I'll visit Norway and, you know, do all those touristy things, like go see where Aurora filmed Runaway. I don't think her parents will let me into her backyard, but you never know. But yeah, this was just such a special video. I'm really glad she did something for the anniversary of Runaway. And I cannot wait to hear the orchestral version. I believe that's what it's called. Yes, Runaway orchestral. Okay, listen though, guys. I don't have time today. I screwed up on one of the morning videos, so I had to spend another 40 minutes refilming something. So that took a lot of my time out. So I will do it for next Tuesday, I promise. And I hope you guys enjoy this special little video that wasn't planned, but I had to see this and I'm really excited about it, and I probably will watch it again. And if you cried during this, that's okay, because I did too. And if you didn't, that's okay too. But like Aurora said, it's really good to cry sometimes. So don't stop yourself from crying. Don't stop yourself from feeling. Don't stop yourself from sitting in the dark and listening to music that makes you even more sad, because it's a cleanse of the soul. And I feel like Aurora's music is just a cleanse of the soul. So go listen to some Aurora, but also go listen to my vinyl of the day. That was a weird segue, wasn't it? This album is phenomenal, but the reason it's my vinyl of the day is because I just watched the Sao Paulo live concert and I bawled. I cried, I bawled. I had to text my husband during the live stream to bring me a box of tissues. And you would think that a Linkin Park concert wouldn't make you bawl, but as someone who is an OG Linkin Park fan since Hybrid Theory, seeing them back and seeing Emily sing these old songs like just blew my mind, and it just made me really happy to know they're back. It wasn't like a sad cry. It was more just like, holy shit. Anyways, I'm going to get more emotional because Aurora's making me cry. Linkin Park's making me cry. Everyone's making me cry. But yeah, this was beautiful and I'm really glad I got to watch it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go listen to some Linkin Park. You never know. A recommendation for those Aurora fans who probably don't like this type of music, I would listen to Good Things Go. It is such a beautiful song and I think you'll really like it. So let me know if you do listen to it and if you do like it, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. So many things that she does with her music. We were having a moment, Ruger.